Imagine standing at a crossroads. One path leads you down the same road you've always known, filled with familiar patterns, predictable outcomes, and the unwelcome feeling of being stuck. The other path ventures into the unknown, promising true change and personal evolution. This path is shadow work, a transformative practice that invites you to explore the depths of your psyche and embrace the parts of yourself that have remained in the dark. It's not just a journey of self-discovery, but one of self-reintegration, where the fragmented pieces of who you are find their way back to wholeness. Shadow work, a term coined by the legendary Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, invites us to confront the shadow self, those aspects of our personality we've either repressed, denied, or ignored. These are not just the traits we perceive as negative or undesirable, but also the potentialities and gifts we've never acknowledged or explored. Jung posited that our shadow is the seat of creativity, energy, and untapped potential. However, left unacknowledged, it can also be a source of self-sabotage, repeating negative patterns and internal conflict. Why then do we ignore this vital part of our being? The shadow is adept at hiding. It thrives in the unconscious, a master of disguise that influences our actions and reactions from behind the scenes. To look at it directly can be uncomfortable, even painful, revealing truths about ourselves we'd rather not face. Yet, it's precisely this confrontation that holds the key to our liberation and growth. By bringing the unconscious into consciousness, we're not just meeting our hidden selves, we're embarking on a path of healing, acceptance, and profound transformation. The journey of shadow work is not for the faint of heart. It requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to navigate through emotional discomfort. But the rewards are immeasurable. Through shadow work, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, uncovering motives and desires that have been operating below the surface. We learn to embrace our whole selves, not just the parts we like or are comfortable with. This acceptance breeds a powerful form of self-compassion and empathy, illuminating our inner world and enriching our relationships with others. As we peel back the layers of our shadow, we often discover that the very traits we've avoided or suppressed are sources of strength and creativity. What was once a source of shame or fear can transform into a wellspring of innovation and authenticity. Our shadow, once a hidden enemy, becomes a cherished ally, guiding us towards a life of greater fulfillment, purpose, and authenticity. Shadow work is an invitation to break free from the chains of the past, to stop walking in circles, and to step onto the path of self-realization and empowerment. It's a journey towards becoming the most authentic version of ourselves, not by eradicating the shadow, but by integrating it. This process of integration is not about becoming perfect, but becoming whole, recognizing that every aspect of ourselves has a role to play in our greater evolution. So, as we stand at this crossroads, the question becomes not whether we have the courage to confront our shadow, but whether we can afford not to. For in the depths of our shadow lie not just the roots of our challenges, but the seeds of our greatest potential, waiting to be brought into the light. To truly understand the shadow self, we must embark on a journey into the depths of our psyche, exploring the terrain of our inner world that has long been veiled in darkness. The shadow self, as conceptualized by Carl Jung, encompasses those parts of our personality that we choose to reject and repress because they do not align with our self-image or societal expectations. It is the reservoir for all that we deny, the qualities we are not proud of and the impulses we fear to acknowledge. Yet, within this shadow lies the essence of our potential, a wellspring of creativity, strength, and passion that remains untapped. Understanding the shadow self begins with recognizing that we all wear masks. We present to the world a version of ourselves that we deem acceptable, hiding those parts that do not fit into this polished image. By daring to explore and integrate these hidden aspects, we can unlock our true potential and live more authentically and fully. The disowned self does not simply vanish. It lurks in the subconscious, influencing our thoughts, behaviors, and interactions in ways we might not consciously realize. It is the source of our most inexplicable fears, sudden outbursts of anger, and uncharacteristic behaviors that seem to emerge from nowhere. The process of confronting the shadow is not about casting light on these traits to eradicate them, but to acknowledge and integrate them into our conscious self. It takes bravery to dive into the parts of ourselves that we have neglected or misunderstood. This integration is the crux of shadow work, offering a path toward wholeness and self-acceptance. By facing our shadows, we learn to see them not as enemies, but as aspects of ourselves that deserve recognition and understanding. This does not mean indulging every dark impulse, but rather recognizing these impulses as part of the human experience, granting ourselves compassion and grace in the process. The shadow self also holds the key to unlocking our latent potential. The qualities we suppress out of fear or shame often contain our greatest strengths and talents. By engaging with our shadow, we may discover new facets of our creativity, resilience, and capacity for empathy. The traits we once viewed as weaknesses can transform into sources of power when viewed through a lens of acceptance and understanding. For instance, vulnerability, often hidden away in the shadow, can become a profound source of connection and authenticity when embraced and expressed. Integrating the shadow self is a dynamic and ongoing process. It requires constant self-reflection, a willingness to question our motives, and the courage to face uncomfortable truths about ourselves. This journey towards self-awareness and integration is not linear. It is fraught with challenges and setbacks, but it is also marked by profound growth and transformation. As we integrate our shadow, we not only expand our understanding of ourselves, but also our capacity for compassion towards others. Recognizing our own complexities, we become more accepting of the complexities in others, fostering deeper, more authentic relationships. In essence, understanding the shadow self is about embracing the full spectrum of our humanity. It is a journey towards self-discovery that challenges us to confront our darkest parts, not with judgment or fear, but with curiosity and compassion. Through this process, we can transcend the limitations we've imposed on ourselves, stepping into a more authentic, integrated, and empowered existence. The shadow, once a source of fear and avoidance, becomes a catalyst for profound personal growth and a deeper connection to the essence of who we truly are. The journey into shadow work, while complex and challenging, offers a plethora of profound benefits that can significantly enhance one's life and overall well-being. By engaging in this introspective process, individuals embark on a path of deep self-awareness and healing, leading to a multitude of positive changes and growth. One of the most immediate benefits of shadow work is the substantial increase in self-esteem and confidence. As individuals confront and integrate aspects of their shadow, they often discover and reclaim parts of themselves that were previously hidden or suppressed. This process of reclamation and acceptance can lead to a more cohesive sense of self, fostering greater self-confidence and a solid foundation of self-worth. When we embrace all parts of ourselves, including those we once viewed as flaws, we stand in our truth with a newfound level of assurance and authenticity. Moreover, shadow work can significantly enhance one's creativity. The shadow, by its nature, houses not only our repressed fears and desires, but also our suppressed creative energies. As we bring these aspects into the light and begin to explore them, we unlock new wells of creative potential. The process of engaging with our shadow can inspire new ideas, perspectives, and solutions, fueling our creative endeavors and allowing us to express ourselves more fully and authentically. Another critical benefit of shadow work is the improvement of relationships. Through the integration of our shadow, we become more aware of our unconscious projections onto others, reducing misunderstandings and conflicts. This heightened self-awareness allows us to communicate more openly and empathetically, deepening our connections with those around us. By accepting our own flaws and complexities, we become more compassionate and understanding of others, fostering more harmonious and authentic relationships. By gaining a deeper understanding of ourselves, we enhance our interactions with others. Recognizing our own projections and unconscious biases allows us to see others more clearly, free from the distortions of our unacknowledged fears and desires. This clarity fosters healthier, more genuine relationships as we relate to others from a place of wholeness and authenticity. Additionally, as we become more accepting of our own shadow aspects, we develop greater empathy and compassion for the complexities and struggles of others. Shadow work also promotes a profound sense of self-acceptance. By confronting and integrating the parts of ourselves we've rejected, we learn to embrace our full humanity with compassion and grace. This journey towards self-acceptance illuminates our inner strengths and vulnerabilities, allowing us to navigate life with a greater sense of peace and resilience. Accepting our shadow not only diminishes the power of our inner critics, but also opens the door to a more compassionate relationship with ourselves and, by extension, with the world around us. Furthermore, engaging in shadow work can lead to the discovery of hidden talents and strengths. Often, the qualities and abilities we've relegated to the shadow are sources of untapped potential. By exploring these aspects, we can uncover skills and passions we never knew we had, opening up new pathways for personal and professional development. This process of discovery can be incredibly empowering, providing us with the tools and confidence to pursue our goals and dreams with vigor and determination. Lastly, shadow work contributes to an overall improvement in wellness. The energy expended in suppressing and denying parts of ourselves can be redirected towards more constructive and fulfilling endeavors. Integrating our shadow frees up this energy, leading to increased vitality, mental clarity, and emotional equilibrium. By addressing the root causes of our issues, rather than just the symptoms, shadow work facilitates a more holistic approach to our well-being, paving the way for a more balanced and harmonious life. In sum, the benefits of shadow work extend far beyond personal growth. They touch every aspect of our lives, from our relationships and creative expression to our confidence and overall well-being. Engaging with our shadow, though daunting, offers a pathway to a richer, more fulfilling life grounded in self-awareness, acceptance, and authenticity. It's a journey well worth undertaking, promising transformation, healing, and the discovery of our true potential. Embarking on the journey of shadow work is akin to setting out on a deep and personal voyage of discovery, one that requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to confront what has been lurking in the shadows of your psyche. This transformative process is not about eradicating the parts of ourselves we've shunned, but rather about acknowledging, understanding, and integrating them into our conscious life. The first step in beginning shadow work is recognizing and acknowledging the shadow self. This involves becoming aware of the aspects of ourselves that we have repressed or denied, traits we view as negative, emotions we consider unacceptable, or desires we feel guilty about. Recognizing these parts requires a heightened level of self-awareness, which can be cultivated through mindfulness practices and honest self-reflection. Journaling can be a powerful tool in this phase, serving as a mirror to our inner world, helping us document and reflect upon our thoughts, feelings, and reactions that may reveal the presence of our shadow. Once we have begun to recognize the aspects of our shadow, the next step involves labeling and understanding them. This requires us to delve deeper into our behaviors, emotions, and thought patterns to identify the underlying causes of our actions and reactions. It's about asking ourselves why certain traits or impulses have been pushed into the shadows. Is it fear of judgment, a desire to conform, or perhaps a protective mechanism against perceived vulnerabilities? Engaging in meditation or contemplative practices can facilitate this introspective process, allowing us to observe our inner landscape without judgment. Identifying with the shadow aspects is a crucial phase in shadow work. This involves not just recognizing and understanding our shadow, but also accepting it as an integral part of our being. This step can be challenging, as it requires us to embrace the parts of ourselves that we've been conditioned to reject. Yet it is through this acceptance that we can begin the process of integration. Techniques such as dialoguing with the shadow, either through journaling or in a therapeutic setting, can be effective in fostering this acceptance. This dialoguing helps us to engage in a conversation with our shadow selves, acknowledging their existence and understanding their needs and motivations. Owning the shadow aspects is the culmination of the initial phases of shadow work, where we take responsibility for our shadow and commit to integrating it into our conscious selves. This doesn't mean giving free rein to every impulse or desire that arises from the shadow, but rather acknowledging these aspects as parts of our whole self and finding constructive ways to express and incorporate them into our lives. Techniques such as creative expression, including art, dance, or music, can offer powerful outlets for the energies and impulses of the shadow, transforming them into sources of strength and creativity. In essence, Beginning shadow work is about setting forth on a journey of self-exploration and healing. It is a process that unfolds gradually, requiring patience, compassion, and a steadfast commitment to self-discovery. By acknowledging, understanding, accepting and owning our shadow aspects, we embark on a path toward greater wholeness, self-acceptance, and psychological freedom. This journey not only enhances our relationship with ourselves, but also enriches our interactions with the world around us, opening the door to a more authentic and fulfilling life. Delving into shadow work requires not just a theoretical understanding of the concept, but practical engagement through exercises and techniques designed to uncover and integrate the shadow self. These practices offer a structured approach to exploring the depths of one's psyche, facilitating self-discovery and healing. One foundational exercise is the Who I Am Not practice, which confronts the duality of our self-perceptions and the shadow self. This involves writing down a list of positive qualities you believe you possess, and then listing their opposites. This exercise illuminates the aspects of ourselves we have disowned or denied. The next step involves imagining how someone embodying these opposite traits would act and interact with the world, then identifying any positive aspects or strengths they might possess. This process can reveal the hidden strengths within our shadow and encourage a more nuanced understanding of our whole selves. Journaling is another powerful technique in shadow work, serving as a mirror to our inner world. It provides a safe space to explore thoughts, feelings, and reactions that might indicate the presence of the shadow. Through regular journaling, individuals can track patterns in their behaviors and emotional responses, uncovering the underlying shadow aspects that drive them. This practice encourages deep introspection and self-awareness, creating opportunities for insight and growth. Meditation and mindfulness practices are essential tools for engaging with the shadow. By cultivating a state of non-judgmental awareness, individuals can observe their thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without censorship or avoidance. This openness allows for the recognition and acceptance of shadow aspects as they arise, facilitating a process of gentle inquiry into their origins and meanings. Meditation can also help manage the discomfort that often accompanies shadow work, providing a calm and centered space to process and integrate challenging revelations. Dialoguing with the shadow, either through journaling or in a therapeutic setting, offers a direct way to engage with our disowned parts. This involves imagining a conversation with one's shadow self, asking questions, and listening for responses. This dialoguing can reveal the shadow's needs, fears, and desires, offering insights into how these aspects can be integrated into the conscious self. The practice encourages a compassionate and curious attitude toward the shadow, recognizing it as a valuable part of one's identity. Creative expression, including art, music, dance, and writing, provides a powerful outlet for the energies of the shadow. These activities allow for the non-verbal expression of emotions and impulses that might be difficult to articulate or confront directly. Through creative expression, individuals can explore and manifest their shadow aspects in tangible forms, transforming them into sources of creativity and personal insight. This process can lead to a deeper understanding of the self and a more harmonious integration of the shadow. Engaging in these exercises and techniques offers a pathway to uncovering the hidden aspects of oneself, fostering a deeper sense of self-awareness, acceptance, and integration. By actively exploring the shadow through these practices, individuals can embark on a transformative journey of healing and self-discovery, leading to a more authentic and fulfilling life. In the vast landscape of our inner selves, shadow work stands as a beacon, illuminating the paths we've shied away from and guiding us through the darkness to find the light within. This journey is not just about confronting the parts of ourselves we've hidden. It's about embracing the entirety of our being, discovering the strength in our vulnerabilities and the wisdom in our wounds. As we venture deeper into the shadows, we emerge not diminished, but more whole, not fragmented, but fully integrated. This is the transformative power of shadow work, a profound process of self-discovery and healing that calls us to step into our full potential, to live authentically and without fear. As we conclude this exploration, remember that the journey into the shadow is not one to be undertaken alone. Alongside this guide, A playlist awaits on your screen, a collection of insights and inspirations designed to accompany you as you navigate the depths of your shadow work. Each video, a lantern in the dark, offers guidance, support, and understanding, shining a light on the path towards self-acceptance and personal growth. So, as you stand at the threshold of this journey, take a deep breath and step forward with courage. The road ahead is paved with challenges, but also with unparalleled opportunities for transformation and renewal. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed this content. See you in the next video.